Yeah, mambo vipi ladies and gentlemen, Niko UK, and I met a lot of Kenyans here in UK, and they will be talking about some information regarding being here in United Kingdom, karibu niseme United States. So if you're new in this channel, make sure you subscribe, and let's start with the introduction. Your name, you can use the mic up close to your mouth.
Okay, my name's Daniel Joroge, and I'm living in Slough.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
When did you come here?
Few years, like 2017.
Nah, that's nice.
Yeah, just 7 years ago. I've been in UK.
Yeah. What is the most amazing thing that since you here?
My name is Isaac Ngatia. Kimondo. I came in 2006, so it's my 20th year.
Uko na mengi ya kusema bwana.
Yeah, so
how was it when the time you came 20 years ago?
I don't feel much difference. Same life, same circle. Every day is another day.
Are the job opportunities same like when you were back then and here? What are some of the differences now?
I've not seen much changes, but nowadays that day used to be a bit easier, as we call it. But most of people, they didn't have the proper documents, but we still survived. So every time I say there is a limitation.
There's limitation.
No, nothing. To me, everything and every year comes with their own challenges.
So what were some of the job opportunities that are here in UK that are easy to get, like when you come directly from Kenya? Job opportunities.
When the first time we came, especially the area we live with much industry, Slough, most of the people we get into engineering, and I'm still doing the same job. So engineering, manufacturing.
Oh, manufacturing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like what exactly?
We make different parts. I'm a machinist.
Okay.
It's a line of engineering. We manufacture different parts. Yeah. And I've grown to that to a different level.
Did you have to do like a special course?
Myself I did, but most of the people when we got in, we had trainings. It's different from Kenya because every company they train you. And most of the people they still doing the same or they expanded to something different. And that's how it is in life.
So you know, like in America when we come, everybody is thrown to the healthcare. Is healthcare big here?
Yeah, the healthcare is big. That's most of the people they call it care sector. We too many agencies. I've not done it myself for that 20 years, so I'll not give another experience of something which I've not done. But most of the people do it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Isaac, you can also tell us more about the community because he's a community leader. Mr. Isaac, you can tell us about community because I know you are a community leader here in Slough.
Okay. I'll talk about it. I've worked for community. That's my line. That's out of willing and volunteering. And it's the same thing I've said. We build, like here we are more than 2,000 people in Slough. And we still help each other work out over the community. I don't call myself like community, but that's my call. Every time we help each other. Thank you very much.
Oh wow! Thank you. That's fantastic. I'll come back to you because we have some points to talk about, especially the community around here. Let's go to our next guest.
Mr. Mheshimiwa. Introduce yourself, Mheshimiwa.
Yeah, my name is John Kariuki Kaniaru, and I'm a resident of Slough here in United Kingdom, which is on the western side of City of London. Yes.
Oh wow! Which year did you came?
I came here on September 11, 2001, when America was being attacked. So that is actually the day I left Nairobi. So by the time I arrived in Heathrow, there were so many police, and I was wondering, is there a problem here? Police with guns on the street. But anyway, later on I realized what had happened when we were flying to United Kingdom. Yeah.
Oh wow. Was it hard to get visas during that time? Because it was height of bombing and mass attacks and stuff like that.
Well, I got my student visa to come and do masters.
Okay.
I think about 3 weeks before the attack. So I didn't find any restriction because obviously those events had not happened.
Yeah.
But all said and done,
Yeah.
I came as a student.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
so what was your first job when you arrived?
When I arrived, I think my first job was to work as a kitchen porter. I was helping in a school to clean some cups and pots.
Yeah.
Yeah, working alongside a chef. That was the first job that I did. Before I graduated, and I started doing postman, delivering mail in people's houses when I'm not in college.
Yeah. A lot of people say that they are afraid of doing certain jobs because maybe Kenya walikuwa CEOs and stuff like that, and then they fail to acclimate to these countries. Wanasema ile job mimi siwezi fanya, hii job siwezi fanya. What can you tell people who like to select, be selective?
Well, you know, there is one, I think it's Chinua Achebe, who said if you see a toad running during the day, know there is something behind its life. So,
that's an African proverb.
Yes, because toad don't like sun. So if you see it on the sunny day, just where it has come, there's a problem. So when I came, I had tarmacked in Nairobi with a brown envelope after having a degree. So really, I was like a toad. So when I landed here, I could do anything. Yeah. First, I didn't come with money for university. So I had
Those
to
were the days
educate.
when you had to do a fundraiser.
I didn't. In fact, I was paid 3,000 by an employer in Naivasha. I was a Nyapara in the flower farm. So I called people. We celebrated that money so that I arrived with nothing. Because, and I didn't fundraise. I told them to come, we eat the money that I had. So that I arrived here with nothing, so that we can start the journey.
Where?
So I could do anything. Yeah. It's only mad I could not do.
What was some of the culture shock during the time you arrived? And now probably that you're used to now?
Well, the most immediate one was the language barrier, the accent.
The accent, yeah?
Obviously, I was learned from the University of Nairobi, which is the largest in south of Sahara and north of River Limpopo. Yeah. So it is what I came here with that confidence. And if someone could not understand my English, I was having a problem. Because I thought I was the most learned person.
So you thought it's their problem, not yours?
Yes. So, but later on I came to realize there is a language of the street in London and the language which is called Queen's English that is spoken even in Parliament. Yeah. Because I could hear everything that Tony Blair, the Prime Minister, was talking. Yeah. But my chap, who we are washing utensils with, I cannot get him. So I realized my English was Queen's language one. That's why we could not. But later on, I was able to adapt. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. I really appreciate your stories.
Yes.
I don't know if here people want to be seen on camera. If you're not be done, considering that all of you men are here, for Kenya to change. What do you think? Like now, right now we are, For now we are in a big mess with our leadership in Kenya. What do you think can be done?
I think one of the areas that we need to change is the attitude and our culture, and especially from the leadership point of view. Because as my friend Sam has said, we can't have rules that are legislated by our leaders and themselves they are not following. I've gone into Kenya, I've seen cars with the siren going off the road, not following traffic rules, and you are told that is a Mheshimiwa, the very person who passed the Traffic Act. So we start, they normally say fish rots from the head. Yeah. So if they change their attitude and the way they treat or they obey the rules, then we will change. And also, let us be patriotic. Because, even if you are doing any deal with a foreign country, a foreign company, think first about your country.
Yeah.
Negotiate to make sure that your country is holding the longer side of the stick. And that's what these nations, they do.
Yeah.
Any deal that UK does with any country, they make sure that it is to their national interest.
Yeah.
And obviously corruption is another thing that we really need to fight, so to eliminate or to reduce. Because if Kenya, I think we can reduce corruption with 50%, maybe our revenue will rise with 50% or more. So the problem that we have are many. Yeah. Wow. But leadership, if they are serious, believable, people will follow. Because wananchi cannot just guide themselves. It will be chaos.
Yeah.
So that is my take.
Oh, wow. So over to you, my good friend. Now, let me ask you. In Washington or America, we have young people, because you are in part of leadership here, young people who are into depression, young people who are into alcoholism, young people who are not accepted in church. But by the way, big up to this church. I've never seen a church with so many young people like here. So it's big up to this church. So what are some of the ways that you're enforcing to see that young people are getting equal opportunities on the table?
Okay, I take this opportunity to talk on behalf of mechanisms that which have been used, and especially to our Kenyan community within Slough area or people near Heathrow. There are so many ways. In a community basis, I'll talk about pastors. We have 5 big churches in Slough, and each church is taking a role of bringing children and the youth to a good mechanism where that they are learning things, and most of them they are pulled to the church. So on the community basis, the pastors, I give them thumbs up on building our community. We have people like John who works with the youth. They employ young people, they guide them. We still have so many things that people have come up with to make sure every youth who have an identity to a Kenyan community or Kenyans background, they are all feeling home, not depressed. We, as friends and the families, we identify these people very quick, because each and every time you're working with the children, it's easy to identify what they are going wrong or they are doing. And that particular thing have made youth and people to feel safe within the community and within the country.
How can Kenyan community here enforce like unity, harmony? Unajua sometimes sijui kama iko huku, but sometimes watu wanasemanga Wakenya wapendani.
Yeah, there is a truth about it, about that, and I don't know. The way we came from home. Some of the things we brought from home, we normally brought them here. Disunity, but we try to form a little bit of organization, a little bit of groups, so that we join each other through the groups, starting with the churches, and also there is a community groups. When you join those groups, that's where we normally meet, we talk, and then we try to bring everybody in board. But there is always some people who want to live their life alone. We don't mind about it, but the only issue is this: when they have issues, now that's when they hit hard, because we had sometimes there is even people who have died in this country and we didn't even know for a week. Somebody is because he has been living or have been living alone, Rona. Nobody even know about it, and it's very sad. It's always to be belonging to somewhere. Even back home now, the way they are doing, there is a chama, everything. That's why you have to belong to a certain group. Like now in our church, now we have which we call connect groups. It's a groups of which is connecting some people together, and that's the way forward. Yes.
So Mheshimiwa, investing in UK or in Kenya?
Well, I think it will. I will say a dual approach to that, because partly we are here, and we have built a community with 2 communities that are diverse. I have more of Kenyan inclination, but I have brought up some kids here who don't look like they would want to settle back in Kenya. So I would say investing here and the other part in Kenya as part of making sure that they are comfortable and we are comfortable as well. So that's what I would say about the investment.
So I think we skipped our good friend here. Probably a quick introduction. A quick you're good to go.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is James, and resident of the UK. Since 2011, and before that for another few years before that. But
what are some of the challenges of being a diasporian here in UK?
I think it depends on which angle you look at it. Number one, because if you come with a positive mindset, like my brother said earlier, he knew when he came here he could do anything. You just have to come with that mindset. Because when you come with a negative mindset, you limit yourself, and you're not going to be able to achieve what others are striving to. Yet you have the opportunities here. But in terms of challenges, it's a culture. I think it's a culture in a way, because some people get a culture shock because you're not used to it. And then you come here, you have to change and shift your mindset. But if you can overcome that, you're good. You're good. The joy is, the joy of the Lord. We're in church at the moment. But the positives for me outweigh mostly the negatives. Because as I say, it's just your mindset. How when you come and step in here. Because sometimes I think what people do is we come and they forget where they've come from and the hardships of what they were going through. And then they come here and see the opportunity and relax, take a sit back rather than continue the same mindset of like they are trying to achieve and get more. So if you continue with that mindset, you move further.
Wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Last but not least, what will you tell somebody who wants to come here? Mwenataka kuja UK.
I'll give my own testimony. I can't regret coming here. That's the positive side of it. We get whatever we can get in Kenya. So for the last 20 years I've lived here. I'll tell each and everyone, wherever you go, a new country is changed, but it changed to a good. As my brothers have said, is the positive mind and the attitude. In place we are living here, if I need an employer, my brother is here. I've employed more than 100 people. So what else do we need? If you need to invest, as a group we have invested in Kenya. What else do you need? So everything is covered if you are positive.
Wow.
So don't worry, come. It's your time. Everyone have their own time.
I love that. I love that. Do you have any final thoughts?
Yes.
About
final thoughts, anything.
Well, what I will say is that as much as we are encouraging youth to go abroad, I think we just need to have our Kenyan government to diversify. As much as we are creating jobs abroad, also to create some at home, because not everybody who want to come abroad. But if you have an intention of coming to United Kingdom especially, you need to sharpen your skills. If you are a nurse, if you are a doctor, a dentist, a teacher, especially science teachers, maths, they are actually highly required here. Recently they had opened up for skilled carers or caregivers as they call them in Kenya. That opportunity is still there, but it is diminishing. But obviously that is a window which had been opened within the last 2 years. But where we are headed, it's construction and engineers. If you are a mason, if you are an electrician, if you are a plumber, those are some of the new big things that people will be able to give people access to United Kingdom. And if you are very strong like me with the six pack, then you might as well organize yourself and apply in the British Army. Directly, you don't need, I think, to talk to someone. Either the British Army, that is the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army.
Do you need to come with a special visa? Visa, because in the US you have to have a green card to apply for those.
No. As long as you are from Commonwealth, which Kenya is, then I've met people who applied from their village, and ultimately they give you a visitor's visa for 6 months. You come here. As long as you have someone or you are able to accommodate yourself, you go for training. Once they take you, they convert your visa into a working visa. Wow. And then you start serving His Majesty government. And the Commonwealth.
Yeah, that's the information now we are talking about. Inatokea sasa. Yeah. Because every time you ask a Kenyan about information, they always say in our mother tongue, no kogeria. Then that's the end of it. They don't tell you anything more. But I appreciate you, man.
Yes.
And especially that is men. Men ask us. And they don't open up. But thank you so much. I appreciate for taking your time. Maybe last but not least, let's just have your last thoughts, final thoughts. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Last thoughts, just last thoughts as I conclude.
For us all, whatever we can ask us is just to continue whatever we are doing. And we made this home. We made this place like England as a home. And then we try to help children as much as we can. Because for us, we may not be able to do, and we might not be able to do what we can, but we are going to groom the children and to develop them their skills so that they can go higher than we are. And our aim at the moment is in the children, to help the children to go higher than we are. Because for them, they already here. Their English is not like my English. Because sometimes this is their home. In fact, that's why we are even now trying to develop here more than back home. Because this is their home. And back home, they will be just going like they are visitors there. So that's our aim. We try as much as to invest in children. Even if we always say here, the school is free, it's not as free as it is. You have to invest with the tuitions and other places. If you just only take them the normal school, they will not make like the other people. They need an extra thing to do there, and it's little costly, especially the tuitions and all those things. So our aim at the moment is to develop the children as we are growing old, so that, and also to train them our culture, togetherness. And that's why we have a church like this and our pastor Kamau, so that we can still encourage them to be together with us. And I pray it will continue. Our legacy as a Kenyan for Harambee will continue to bring them together. I love when you go back to America, say hi to your Americans.
Kabisa.
Yes.
Naona kumekuwa na mgeni mashuhuri.
I think we have just had another mzee. I was talking about the military, but I'm not an expert. He's a veteran from the British Army.
Oh, okay.
So he can say a word.
That's a full story, so I'm going to cut this. Him will have to do another story.
That's all right. Thank you very much.
Let him summarize. I'll do a full story on you.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a full story. That's a full story.
That's fine. Thank you.
So last thoughts.
Last thoughts. Welcome to the UK.
Safi sana. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And this story was brought to you by Lemfi. You can use my code to send money everywhere. And this is my brother. We'll bring him his story. Ile refu kabisa. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and God bless you.